On this map, 21 degrees is represented by this lighter orange color. So if I color select for this and mute everything else, we can see where on Earth the average temperature is roughly in line with our biological optimum. Doing this, we can see that the nearby Sahara Desert actually fits inside our ideal range as well. This is likely the effect of having extremely hot days matched with near freezing nighttime temperatures. Though I think the climate of this area is far too dry to have been ideal for any advanced civilization to emerge. Interestingly, if you do add water to a place like this, maybe in the form of a river, the story changes. And that is exactly what happened here, where the Nile River gave birth to the early civilization of Egypt. So with this temperature and a reliable source of water for drinking, and more importantly irrigation, a highly complex civilization was able to arise. The exact same is actually true further east as well, where we'll find the only complex civilization which predates Egypt, Mesopotamia. But again, most of this temperature is actually found further south in the Arabian Desert, while the part that was densely populated for the time relied on rivers, the Tigris and the Euphrates, to thrive. That being said, looking elsewhere isn't too promising. In South America, there's this central region on the border between Argentina and Paraguay where no real advanced civilization ever emerged. The same could be said for these small areas in North America where it occurs as well. Moving over to Europe, we can see it's entirely absent here. There are some small pockets in southern China as well as Southeast Asia, but these zones are actually just narrow gradient areas wedged between more dominant temperature zones. I'll return to them in a second. Lastly, this is also the average temperature across a lot of the Australian interior, which, much like the one in Africa and Arabia, occupies a large desert area, and as a result also never hosted a large, complex society. So on the whole, despite being the human optimum, only two small areas within this average temperature ever really hosted substantial human civilizations, and I don't think it's a coincidence that these two happen to be the oldest ones ever recorded. So I believe we'll need to keep looking if we want to find the best temperature for civilization. If we try looking at areas that are warmer, say between 25 to 30 degrees Celsius on average, we'll get a map that looks like this. From this, we can see that this is the temperature most often found around the equator, and included in this range are most tropical rainforest and warm deserts. And overall, neither of these environments are ideal for the development of large civilizations, which explains why none have really ever emerged in these areas. Also included in this temperature range, however, is tropical savanna, which is much better at accommodating humans. In particular, tropical savanna is the dominant environment across much of the Indian subcontinent. Here, we'll find the second, soon to be first, most